Hi everyone, it's Justine here. So this is the start of a weekly series that I want to do every Sunday. Basically, last year I started my Mahalo monthly videos, which was a look back on the month and a look ahead to the month coming. And I really enjoyed having that, a chance to chat properly with you and just have a bit of a chin wag and a bit of a catch up. And then of course through December I tried very hard to do the December dailies. I unfortunately got sick towards the end of the month, straight after Christmas. What are the chances? So I wasn't able to do them every day of the month, which is what I had hoped for, but whatever, it is what it is. But that gave me a good sort of, what's the word? I guess it just gave me a good insight into having a more regular catch up rather than just once a month. And you know what? I really enjoyed it. It was a chance to show, behind the scenes stuff, and it was a chance to, just have a more regular catch up. So then I thought, well, meet in the middle. How about once a week? I didn't expect to enjoy the daily videos as much as I did, but I really did. We're gonna do weekly Sunday catch-ups. Of course, life happens. So if for whatever reason I can't film them some weeks, then that will just be, that's just, it happens. So I'm not going to beat myself up about that, and I'm not going to say every Sunday for this year I will be doing them. But my goal is to at least aim for most Sundays. So we're still going to do the monthly catch-up at the end, so that will still be in my Mahalo monthly. But for the other Sundays through the month, we'll have a weekly catch-up. So that's what that's what we're doing. So hello. I wanted to film this last week, so that was, New Year's Day. Unfortunately, I had lost my voice, so I had to sort of push literally everything back a week, and that was the start of my year. I hope yours was better than that. My voice is pretty much back now, and I have been filming some videos this week just to catch up and everything, so I'm happy about that. I still have a little bit of a cough, but aside from that, I'm fine. So that's good. So I guess to start with, I'd like to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions and New Year's stuff. So I personally don't set New Year's resolutions. I used to. Every year I would, without fail, sit down and say to myself, what do I want to achieve this year? Put goals in place, make resolutions, all the rest of it. And I found that although I achieved some things, I also found that it was almost like, for me, so many people don't stick to their New Year's resolutions past like the first month. And so it's almost like this stigma attached to them. And I found that I wasn't completing my New Year's resolutions. So as of a couple of years ago, I stopped making them, and instead I started making, I don't know where this idea came from. I'm sure I heard about it on some movie or TV show or whatever, or read it somewhere. But basically I use word of the year. So what you do is you sit down and say, what word do I want to have at the forefront of my mind for this year? Now, last year my word was balance. Now, for me, last year wasn't about getting balance across everything. For me, last year was about getting balance with my working life. So, I've got the travel blog, I've got my craft blog, I've got the YouTube videos, I've got my Etsy shop, and there's so many different parts to my businesses that I found that I needed more balance between those areas. So, I would find that maybe I would go all in on the travel blog and I wouldn't do any videos, I wouldn't write any craft blogs, I wouldn't list on Etsy, that type of a thing. Or vice versa, maybe something else, I would go gun-ho on that rather than, getting a good mix of everything through the weeks and months. So last year was all about getting balance between my working life. And for those of you who have been with me a while, you'll know that I have achieved that, thankfully, through the help of my new sort of like working schedule and planner that I set up. I did do a video on it I think in the summer last year. So if you didn't catch that, do have a look because it might give you some ideas. But basically that helped me to get balance through my work and life. So I was happy with that. Now my word is still balance for this year, but now it's about getting balance between work and social life. So I want to make sure that I make time for my friends and family, that I go on day trips and travel, which is part of my job, but it's also what I love doing. To craft for fun as well, not just making videos and not just selling things, but just, oh, that challenge looks fun, let me join in, and stuff like that I want to be able to do as well. And yeah, just get balance between all areas now. That's my goal for this year. And I think it's doable because, as I say, I've split it into get work sorted first and then we can go in and get everything else sorted. I want to read more this year. Need to make more time for chores. Yes, I know. But, I just want balance through all areas now. So my word for the year is still balance, but just balance in a new and different way. So yeah, I'd love to know if you make any New Year's resolutions or if you do the word of the year thing as well. Like, what are yours? I'd love to know. But yeah, so that's mine. As I say, I did want to film this last year. Last year? Oh my goodness me, you can tell I'm not 100% with it yet, but I'm getting there. I wanted to film this last week, but everything's a week later at the moment. What else do I have to tell you about? So I think it was in December, I did hit my 2,000 subscriber milestone here on YouTube. And of course I want to do a giveaway for it, so I am going to be putting up a video sometime this month to announce the giveaway and tell you what it is and what I'm doing for it. But I think you'll be excited about it. I hope you will be. So do look out for that, but I'm not going to talk about that now. I'll just I'll put up a separate video about it. To celebrate that, I do also have a sale that I'm running all of this month. I was originally just going to do it for the first week of the new year. It's 20% off in my Etsy shop, but I've decided to have it running for the full month just to, celebrate the 2,000 subscribers, which is why I went with the number 20. So I can't do a 2,000% off, but 20 is, good enough. So yeah, just to let you know that I am running that. So that will be until the end of January. What else do we have to talk about? Of course, I do need to talk about my crafting plans for this month. As I say, everything's a week later, so I didn't get to do a Mahalo Monthly at the end of December. Instead, I did like a year in review video without talking, which, at least I could show you something, right? So my plans for this month, I am procrastinating. No surprises there. I am procrastinating over the Cozy Winter journals and file folders. So I've already filmed part 1, so the covers are done and ready and sewn. I just need to do everything else. So the actually building it up, putting it in the ephemera, filling the pockets, embellishing it, done. But I'm procrastinating because where I wasn't very well, I felt like I wasn't ready to just jump in with it. I needed some other smaller projects just to get me back in because I hadn't crafted for about 2 weeks. So I am procrastinating a little bit. So at the moment I'm just doing little projects, so some of which you've already seen this week. I've had some partnership videos that I needed to do, and I had just a fun stacked envelope project I wanted to do. And tomorrow is a very exciting video where I turn a passport cover into a fun little notebook set. So that was a fun project, complete experiment, but I think it worked out okay, so look out for that. And I also want to get some of my Finish It in 4 challenge videos. So this month in the Facebook group, and I realise I'm giving you a lot of information, but it's just I have a month's worth of stuff to tell you in today's video, so I'm so sorry. But basically we've got a challenge this month in the Facebook group which is called the Finish It in 4 challenge, and it's basically a chance for us to get on top of our to finish stuff. So anything that we've got unfinished, anything that's been sitting in our to make piles for goodness knows how long, it's a chance for us to, you know, start the new year as we mean to go on and actually get those finished. So the way that I thought to do it was to split it down into 4 steps. And the reason I thought of that is because, you know, there's 4 weeks in the month generally. Maybe if you just do a little bit here this week, a little bit the next week, or whatever, then, you know, in 4 steps you might have finished a project. So for me, mine is to finish my Purple Fairy journal that I started last year. And so I'm going to be doing some videos for that challenge to progress that fairy journal. So a couple are coming this week that I've already filmed, and then I'm hoping to film one this afternoon, which will go out next week as well. And once those are done and dusted, I then feel like I'm more capable, or I would have freed up a lot of headspace then to work on the Cozy Winter projects. And I think that's really what I'm going to be doing going forwards. So what I mean is I want to get better at batch working or batch crafting. So the way that I've been doing my videos really all of last year is I wanted as much variety on the channel as I could muster, so that I could keep people interested, keep myself interested, and just, yeah, have variety. But what that meant, because I only get to do my videos once or twice a week, if that, it meant that I would often have like 3 or 4 different projects on my desk, sometimes completely unrelated to each other. And it just, I feel like it became too much, and I felt like I was getting a little bit overwhelmed, and I do feel like it was stifling my creativity a little bit. So going forwards, what I might end up doing is I still want variety through the month, but what I might end up doing is having like a week of this project, and then we go on to a week of this project, and, you know, that sort of a thing. And it just means that then, for example, I've gotten all of the fairy stuff done, you know, together, and then when I come to do my next filming session, it will all be about Cozy Winter, and so I'm just, you know, focusing on that. And that's kind of how I want it to go. So I hope you'll still enjoy the channel. I hope you'll still enjoy my videos. I'm sure you will. Because, you know, I'm always going to do my best to give you that variety and give you the interesting projects to keep us all excited about this craft, right? Myself included. But I just feel like I just need to change my attitude towards how I go about things, and I hope that that means that I can get more in the zone, and yeah, just I feel like my creativity will flow better. So thinking about it, maybe my word for the year is balance and flow. Maybe I've got 2 words, because I want everything to flow better as well, both creativity and the way that I work. So, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm writing a diary entry. Which I didn't expect that's how this video would go. But I do feel like I'm just kind of telling you everything, aren't I? But it is important to me because you're here for me, and, you know, there's a lot of you that watch, you know, every video that I put up, and you comment a lot, and you always watch my catch-up videos and stuff like that, and I guess I just sort of see you as part of my journey now, and all of that. So if I end up just, you know, spilling my life story, at least when it comes to crafting and work, then yeah, sorry about that, but yeah, occasionally that might happen. I also feel like I need a lot of talking because, as I say, we haven't done like a catch-up video in a while, and I've got a lot to say now that I've got my voice back. So I hope some of that made sense, hopefully, but, you know, if it didn't, then I know what I meant. I'm just kidding. No, I hope it made sense. I just, I think you'll see what I mean when you actually see the videos. So yeah, so basically I'm procrastinating over the Cozy Winter. I am hoping to start filming that project later this coming week. So on Friday is my filming day. So I'm hoping to get, you know, a couple of parts of the series filmed. That's the plan. fingers crossed. I just need to, it's funny, it's just, I feel a little bit daunted. I think that's why I'm procrastinating, is like I've made the ephemera and I have a plan as to what I want the journals to be like. But I feel daunted. But the truth is, all I need to sit down is decide what ephemera I want to have in them. That's the next step, isn't it? Now that the covers are done. So yeah, I'm going to do that this week. That is me committing. and then we can just, start, getting the pages in and getting the, the envelopes in and getting the papers in and the ephemera in, and I think it will flow once I start working on it. I just didn't feel ready until now. I just I had a lot to get done and it was clouding my mind, and that's why I'm talking about the batch working, because if I know that I've got lots of different things to do, I find that it's quite overwhelming and like clouds my brain, where I'm working on one thing but I'm thinking about the 2 or 3 other things that need doing. Whereas if I batch work it, things will get done like this in sections, and then eventually nothing will be on my brain until the next project. So that's kind of what that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to stop waffling now because that was a lot of stuff. I'm just looking at what else I wanted to talk to you about. So I do have happy mail to share, which I'll do at the end. Really, that's me. I mean, yeah. So this month, I've got the partnership stuff all done. We're going to have the Flower Fairies Purple Journal. It's what we finished this month, I'm determined. And then, we'll do the Cozy Winter. I think I've probably decided to push the winter pages for the altered book back to February. It'll still be winter then, so we'll do it early February, but I just feel like, I need to look after myself more. I think that's kind of what I realised through the Christmas period, especially when I got quite unwell, is I just feel like I'm not doing enough self-care, which I've always been guilty about. So one of my self-care things is to, work in a better way that works better for me, and just go with that. So yeah. Anyway, that's that. So I'm going to show you the happy mail. And I hope that 2023 is everything you want it to be. I really do. I have big plans. I always do. Goals and what have you. But I hope the year is what you want it to be as well. So if you've got any goals or anything that you want to achieve this year, or you've got just, resolutions or your word for the year, just, let me know what they are. I'd love to know. And maybe we can, cheer each other on and have this year be a really good year. That's what I'm hoping for. I will, all right, I'll flip the camera around. I think I've done my waffle. And I'll just show you this happy mail from a wonderful friend, and we'll continue from there. All right, so this cute little happy mail comes from my friend Cheryl in the US. A lot of you will know Cheryl Talifus. She has been going through a lot in the last few months or so. It's I would argue it's not been a great time for Cheryl, but despite that, she still is, making time for her friends, and she is still just being the wonderful lady that she always has been. So she kindly sent me this happy mail, and I knew that it was coming, but I didn't know when, because, everything that's going on, and of course, Royal Mail strikes on this side of the pond. It finally arrived just the other day, so I can show you this cute little package, which I really don't want to open, but I do want to look inside. Okay, so we've got 2 cute little envelope packages. And let's have a look. So Velcro closure. I really need to get some of these Velcro dots. And inside are these cards that Cheryl thought would be good for my secret garden projects. So they're, I think these are oracle cards. So if you haven't come across the oracle before, they give you a word to keep in mind, and they give you a little like sentiment that goes with that word. And the idea is that, you know, you find, you pick out a card, and that's your word for the day, or word for the week, word for the month, whatever. But these are really lovely. They've got beautiful illustration on, and she thought these would be good for my secret garden journals, and I agree, they are so lovely. And they're really nice sentiments. I hope you can read those. So I think Cheryl was buying them for herself, and then I think, you know, you get quite a lot of cards in a pack, so she decided to send a few to me, which I'm very pleased about. So thank you so much, Cheryl, and I really hope things will be better for you soon. You know, you're always in my thoughts. I love this one. Dream. Have a cup of tea in the garden and find yourself in a good book. It's perfect for Sunday. So yeah, I think I would probably just, I mean, you could turn these into journal cards if you wanted, but I wouldn't want to cover the back or the front or anything. So what I would probably do myself is just slip these into pockets, you know, maybe a couple in each journal, and then whoever gets the journal can just, you know, pull these out whenever they need a reminder for something positive in their life and stuff. So really lovely these are. I think Cheryl said she found them on Amazon. I haven't looked on amazon.co.uk because, you know, Cheryl did say she would send me some. So thank you so much for those, Cheryl. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, if everyone could just keep Cheryl in your thoughts. You know, as I say, it's not been the best time for her recently. Obviously, I'm not gonna, you know, go into it. Those of you who know Cheryl will know what she's going through at the moment. But yeah, so keep her in your thoughts, pretty please. That would be lovely. And I'm going to obviously reuse this beautiful dusky pink ribbon, and these envelopes are super cute. I don't know if that's the how cute is that little house? I want to say this is the kit from Rach and Bella Crafts and Journals in Time did like a collaboration at some point, I think during autumn, and I think that's where these might have come from, I think. Don't quote me on that though. Anyway, I will leave it there. That was my Sunday catch-up video. Hopefully next week it might be a little bit slicker. I do feel like I just kind of, you know, just babbled for such a long time of, you know, just stuff. But they were things that were on my mind and I just wanted to tell you. So yeah, hopefully next week will be a bit slicker. But, you know, at the end of the day, these are me in the moment telling you what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, what I'm planning, what I'm doing, and all of that. So yeah, anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll say goodbye. I won't keep you any longer, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye for now. Have a lovely Sunday.